Hello guys, here's me Aksana
And Mo.
and this is our YouTube channel Eindhoven Vibe. Here we will tell you interesting facts about Eindhoven, useful information and amazing stories.
We'll tell you about registration, rules, daily life, nightlife, and more things to make your life easier in Eindhoven.
So, Eindhoven. Today we would like to tell you more about Eindhoven city itself. What makes the city nice, special,
And unique.
right? But before having an interview with our guest speaker, we would like to go outside and interview some people around.
Let's go outside and ask people what they think about Eindhoven city. Follow us and let's see what they say.
I'd say Brainport.
Brainport.
Brainport, yeah.
Why?
Because we have these important companies like Philips and ASML, we have the Technical University, we have the Design Academy. I just feel like it attracts a lot of, interesting people from within the Netherlands and outside of the Netherlands. And that's what I find really interesting about Eindhoven.
Gezellig.
Gezellig.
Ja, gezellig. Ja, dat is niet moeilijk.
It's a growing city.
Growing city.
It's a young city. So lots of young people.
So a lot of young people in
Yes.
the city and a lot of students?
Lots of students, yes. University city, so yes, that's mainly it.
Well, like I said, because it attracts so many people from outside of the Netherlands as well, I feel like it has a very mixed culture. What I find really interesting that you have this sort of Dutch background, because I feel like it has this Dutch core. I feel like if you walk through Tongeren or something, you can feel that. But at the same time, there's all these other communities and they mingle very well together, and I can go to my Asian supermarket and I love that. And because it's so small, it's still nice because everything is close by. I love that I can do everything by bike.
That's nice.
I think it's like eventful or lively.
Yeah.
I think it's because there's still a lot of events happening. We have the street over there, which is for young people to go out and go drinking and stuff. But we also have like every mixed areas of different kinds of stores for different kinds of public.
I really like Eindhoven because the people are really nice. It's a really big city. You also have the University of Technology, so there are also a lot of intelligent people in the city, and it's nice to go shopping.
Kijk, zijn we hier, hè? Een beetje gek. Yeah, a little bit crazy here. Yeah. And there's a good atmosphere here. All around the people, everybody, all nationalities, all mixed.
It's a special city is because mostly because with lots of expats, international city, lots of design also, and a good football team.
Perfect. Happy.
Yeah, this is a very international city, and although it's a typical Dutch cities, but English is very popular and very common. People are very friendly to ladies and kids, so we feel very comfortable to be here.
Well, of course you have Stratenbus Eind, which is like the party street. I would say that's the best place to go to in Eindhoven. You also have Kleine Berg, where you have all the nice little restaurants and wine bars and stuff like that. And then I would say Strijd S, which is more like the new part of the city. It's like really hip, like all the hipsters go there on their skateboards and stuff. So yeah, I really like it there as well.
Eindhoven de gekste!
Bye bye. Bye bye. So, after we met all these people outside, let's go back and meet our guest and see what they're gonna tell us about Eindhoven. Follow me.
So guys, today we are in a cozy location, Hotel The Match, to conduct our first interview. And our guest speaker is a wonderful lady from Free Walking Tours in Eindhoven. And indeed, you didn't mishear me. free walking tours in Eindhoven. It's possible. So, let me introduce you, Roosmarijn.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for accepting this invitation. It's really nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, I would like first to hear about your project, about the project Free Walking Tours, and what is the idea behind?
Yeah, sure. So Free Walking Tour is a concept where locals will walk in a city for free. So you will be able to give us a small tip in the end if you think the tour is worth anything. But aside from that, it's a completely free tour. We are not sponsored by any company, any restaurant. So it's a true local experience within a city.
Okay, and you are talking about Eindhoven, you're
Yes.
giving some introduction to the city,
Yes,
right?
so we have two tours. We have Type S, which is the industrial area where Philips used to have their factories. And we have a city center one, which takes you into the center to learn all about the history, the past, and the now of Eindhoven.
Oh, nice. And it's in English, right?
Yes, it is in English, yes.
Oh, that's really convenient for the people who move to Eindhoven
Yeah,
and want to
yeah.
learn more about the city.
Yeah.
So you're indeed the right person to ask the next questions, actually. So I would like to ask, what is from your perspective differs Eindhoven from other cities?
Yes. So what I think makes Eindhoven unique is that the company Philips originated from this city.
Yeah.
I think you are aware what Philips is as a company. Yeah, so an electronical and medical company. But they started producing the light bulbs here in 1891 in Eindhoven. So Gerald Philips, which is one of the Philips family men, he started a factory here together with his father, and they started to produce light bulbs. So around 1920, the city started growing and growing and growing. So together, Eindhoven grew as well with the factories. Yeah. So I think that makes Eindhoven really unique.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then I would like to ask you, what, according to you, also your opinion, makes the city nice and unique?
Yes, so what I think what makes Eindhoven nice is it's a little bit of a little big city. So it's not the smallest city in the Netherlands, but also not the biggest. So there's still a really big community going on within Eindhoven. There's a story that we like to start at the beginning of our tour, which mentions that there are cities that might be far more beautiful than Eindhoven. For example, Amsterdam or Den Bosch. I don't know if you've been there, but there's these beautiful old buildings. There's water everywhere. And Eindhoven at the first glance doesn't have that.
Yeah.
But we are growing and growing so much with all these amazing people coming from all over the world, doing these amazing studies, amazing work. And it almost feels like we're still painting our picture as Eindhoven. So we're growing a lot, and I think that's absolutely beautiful here in this city. Yes.
And I see that it's getting better and better every year.
Yeah, we're growing so much. There's so many projects going on, like skyscrapers that were inspired by Singapore design. So there's a lot of greenery going on in the building. So I think that's really pretty, yes.
Okay, nice. And I wonder if you could share with us some interesting facts, maybe historical, maybe modern, about Eindhoven, which maybe not everyone knows.
Yeah, sure. So a historical fact would be that we were bombed during World War II. So Philips, the Germans started occupying the Philips factories and producing things like radios, like bombs. So the other side, of course, the Alliance, they had to start bombing Eindhoven. So a lot of our old buildings have been lost. That's why Eindhoven is maybe a little bit more of a modern city. I could share some unique locations if you'd like that.
Yeah.
Would you like?
Yes.
So first of all, I have to say we have so many hidden locations here in Eindhoven that sometimes it's even hard to fit them in the 3-hour tour.
Oh,
but,
really?
Yeah, there's so many, but two I would really recommend. For example, there is a project that might not be, you won't really see it at first glance. So around the Technical University, there's a tunnel, which is called the Silly Walk Tunnel. In 2016, the local government, they decided to run a project called Tunnel Vision, where they would make tunnels and other places that were a little bit gray, a little bit more enjoyable to look at and to live around. So they asked graffiti artists to make these beautiful murals. So Silly Walk Tunnel is one of them. It is a cycling tunnel here in Eindhoven, and it is designed by, inspired by the Silly Walk of Monty Python around 1970. Yes.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, that's one.
I didn't know about that.
So the second
cool.
one is a little bit dear to my heart, and it is Stripe S. So Philips started creating all these factories around Eindhoven, and they had a vision that they would produce everything that they needed for their products themselves. For example, the steam or the water. So they decided to make 3 industrial areas. We have Stripe S, Stripe T, and Stripe R. These were filled with factories, and these were also called the Forbidden City of Eindhoven. Because if you didn't work at Stripe S, T, or R, you weren't allowed in this city. So it's like almost like Indiana Jones, like a hidden treasure.
Hard to believe it nowadays.
Yes. So around 1990, Philips decided to leave Eindhoven, and we were left with all these empty buildings. And it took a while, but around 2009, Eindhoven started creating all these projects together with local businesses to make this a livable area. Which creates for a really unique experience. All the factories have been repurposed into apartments. There's a food hall. There's Area 51, which is a skating area.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really unique. It's almost like, now it's not a forbidden city, but it's almost like a city within Eindhoven.
Within Eindhoven.
Yeah.
And do you have a favorite place in Eindhoven, which is like really like in your soul, where you like to spend your time?
Yeah, so of course as a tour guide, I love all of Eindhoven, but like I said, dear to my heart is always Stripe S. If you go to the city center, for me, it's personally a little bit more practical. You go shopping, there are all these stores, but Stripe S is almost like a community feeling. There's a lot of design going on, a lot of small businesses that are design originated as well. So it really gives a different feeling than the city. Yes.
Okay, so and where we can find information about your free walking tours in order to join? Is it easy, and how to find you guys?
So what I hear is a lot of people just find us on Google. They Google free walking tour Eindhoven, which I think is absolutely great because then the free walking tour concept is something that they are searching for. We have our own website. It's freewalkingtoureindhoven.com, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram where we make our events.
Yeah, and now how many people can join? Because I remember before it was like there was no really limitation on the groups.
Yes, so normally we would take a little bit of a bigger group. It's about 30 people.
30 people, yeah.
But now due to COVID-19, we reduce it to 15 to ensure everyone's safety, that they can keep the 1.5 meters apart. And there's also a maximum to 2 people per group, just to make sure that we have enough room for everyone.
Yeah, but for that you need to register yourself on the site, so in order to make sure that you have a place.
Yes, so you can make a booking, and of course we will ask you all the COVID-19 questions. If you want to join with more than 2 people, you're more than free, or you're more than welcome to mail us, and then we can always look if there's a spot available for a bigger group.
Nice, thank you. And it's always on Saturdays, like every Saturday, or like how it's done?
So normally it's every Saturday. There could be a Saturday that we aren't available, but it's always on the website. But normally every Saturday at 1.
Thank you, Roosmarijn, for finding time for us and sharing lots of interesting information. It was really enjoyable and really useful content.
Thank you again for having me.
Our pleasure. And now, everyone, if you want to find the link to the free walking tours Eindhoven, please check it under this video. And if you want to learn more about Eindhoven and to follow the next episode, please subscribe and follow us on YouTube. See you soon.